the chains, unleash the fury in this world.
If you ever thought a bat's life was all about hanging upside down and hunting mosquitoes, welcome to the universe of Batman Absolute, where hanging upside down involves Arkham Asylum and mosquito hunting is just a metaphor for punching villains in the gut. Let's kick off with a mind-boggling question. What would happen if Bruce Wayne forgot to pay the electric bill right in the middle of Arkham? Of course, because every millionaire has surely faced that moment of staring at the meter and thinking, are the lights and the utility belt on the same bill? Picture this. Batman, captured by Bane, a guy who, my goodness, looks like he spends more time at the gym than at the local pharmacy. Bruce is there, stuck in Arkham, without his suit, reduced to a hospital gown. Clearly a nightmare for any cosplay fan. But what does the Dark Knight do? He gets up and, before the doctor can notice, pulls a pin from his teeth and voila, he's free. Now that's some dental skill, my friends. Now humor me, it's a curiosity loop. Could Batman's escape plan be like Windows updates? You know it's going to fail at some point, you just don't know when. Bruce is the master of improvisation, but he has to deal with a clay, or rather, barrow in English. It's the saga of a man confronting someone who decided clay isn't just for sculptors. I just want to know if the clay guy ended up as a vase in the school's pottery class. Bane shows up again, because of course there's no pause in this action flick, and he even gives motivational tips while breaking bones. You know, this supervillain thing should be an Olympic sport. Meanwhile, in a flashback, we have Bruce training with a buddy, Island. The question at hand, how do you defeat someone named Bibloon? Does anyone else think this sounds like the name of a villain who lost a bet with Lex Luthor? Back to the present. Bruce is at a training level of Rocky Balboa meets Goku. He's been beaten more times than a bug in Windows code, but he doesn't give up. And the irony here is delicious. While the doctor thinks she's broken the bat spirit, Bruce gets up and heads for another escape. The guy never learned the word no. With that, we reach the moment of the bizarre ecosystem. Trees with eyes and moving vines. Wait, is this Tolkien's version of Arkham? Then a kind of plant zombie appears, coughing like it's a Sunday barbecue. And of course, Bane pops up to save the day, for himself, getting ready to punch Bruce once more. By the way, if there's one thing that never changes in comics, it's the fact that villains have more free time than an internet forum moderator. But here comes the comedic climax, and a giant crocodile leaps into the scene. Yes, this is the final edition of The Boy's Guide to the Jungle. Killer Croc in all his scaly, toothy glory. Bruce recognizes him by smell, which can only mean the bat has a secret hobby as a reptile sommelier. I promised a nerd epiphany, so here it is. Never underestimate the power of adaptation. Villains talk about evolution, but forget that Bruce is like Linux, always adapting, always one step ahead. Folks, if you enjoyed this tour through the Bat's Absolute universe and want to comment on something nerdy and hilarious, write. If Batman needs Viagra to keep climbing walls with the utility belt, what does the Joker use to keep the smile? Subscribe so you don't miss more psychedelic and sarcastic adventures that only a utility belt could provide. Or not. Until next time, nerds.